just felt like a different man. I felt so solidly filled with the healing energy. And last night I had a second balancing, and I walked away from that feeling completely sort of in my body and grounded, healed of scripts that I remember carrying since I was age 4, empowered. And so I'm telling you this, A, so you know about the Lecker antenna, and perhaps even more, B, so that you know that at the time of these fear and tension energies that are gripping the world, at the very same time, inspiration and healing energies are coming through. I think at the moment they are particularly highlighted at the new and full moons. And, I beg you to make space at the newer full moons and generally to hear, feel what is coming through to you personally. Because it may well be that you need healing. It may well be that you have a false identity construct. You think you have to be who you are not. It may well be that your life path is terribly bad for you and needs to collapse and die. That is the energies of this time. A new life path must arise. And I'm in touch with people who've gone through complete meltdown but are embracing wonderful healing paths now. You can certainly get in touch with me for an astrology reading. You can get in touch with Maggie, my wife Maggie Pashley, for one of her wonderful many online healing modalities. So my astrology readings website is www.starwheelastrology.com. Maggie's healer website is www.maggiepashley.com. Okay, I hope I've got through what vastness of healing can be found now as light and inspiration meets the dark, as the one maybe feeds the other in a polarization in this society. So let me mention I put in the end of the blog 5 main energies you might want to experience, identify and link into for your own benefit. So the first was Chiron square the nodal axis at the new moon of February the 23rd. Chiron at 4 Western Aries, 10 Vedic Pisces. That, I believe, started all this off that I've tried to describe to you. So the second, of course, is the full moon of the 9th of March, when the Sun was conjunct Neptune. And in the blog, I've given some positive and negative meanings of Sun conjunct Neptune. And actually, I've had quite a number of people with Sun conjunct Neptune enrolling for readings and joining my courses. Interesting. So the principle of Sun conjunct Neptune is sensitiveness, vision, compassion, weakness and illness. So psychologically, Sun conjunct Neptune is receptiveness, active imagination, mysticism, soul life, inner life experience. Oh, but negatively, impressionability, susceptibility, negatively, weakness, plans without the ability to carry them through, and at the worst, craving for drugs, illusion and self-deception. And so that energy manifests, as it certainly did at the time of the full moon, positively on abundant experience in psychic or spiritual realms, mystical experiences, journeys to far distant places, success through sympathetic understanding of others. But of course, negatively, illness, too easily influenced by not so good others, proneness to seduction, exploitation, great disappointment, entanglements and chaotic conditions. The interpretation is offered, the perception is offered, and hearing it can help us choose the best. That's the great advantage of astrology when it's properly done. And this shows why I always combine Western astrology and Vedic astrology. I moved into Vedic astrology 25 years ago because I found out by chance, or was it chance, that Vedic astrology said something so accurate and powerful about the unusual circumstances of my birth, and Western astrology knew nothing of it and said nothing of it. So I thought, my God, I'm going to have to learn Vedic astrology, which I did. And the declaration of Vedic astrology is supreme, and it's geared to our destiny and our incarnational life purpose and the unfoldment and healing of that. And I offer courses, many courses and readings. But it has to be combined with Western astrology as well, and my readings include psychodynamic Western astrology, which I trained with from the mid-90s, and evolutionary Western astrology, the evolution of our soul from lifetime to lifetime. But basically, Western astrology is a psychological declaration. That's why it must use the tropical zodiac, which is based on the position of the sun, which obviously is a statement of our egoic psychology, whereas Vedic astrology absolutely must use the sidereal zodiac, which is anchored to the stars and is a destiny statement. And if you don't use the sidereal zodiac, you completely mess up the all-important Gandanta zone definitions, the transition points from water to fire signs, and you completely mess up the true boundaries of the nakshatras, the wonderful 27-sign lunar zodiac, which are such supreme declaration of the energies in each portion of the heavens. And of course, those energies come from the stars. And I just happen to have in the shelf beside me, I mean here is a 2-volume book about the energies of the stars, and that's just part of it. So they're so worth knowing about. Okay, so the third point is, as I said earlier, Neptune is in Purvabhadra Nakshatra. Purvabhadra is one of the 27 nakshatras, the 27 lunar signs of Vedic astrology. Its power animal is the male lion. Imagine a Neptunian male lion. Its qualities are fierce and male. Its gunas triplicity is sattva, sattva, rajas. The devata of Purvabhadra is the expression of death, destruction, and the path of rebirth. That is such a central energy that Neptune, that is like a filter for the energy of Neptune to come through to us now. Fierce death and rebirth. And indeed it's associated with 2 fire dragons energies. The sons of Vishvakarma, the heavenly architects. The serpent path to transcendence. Rebirth through the destructive storm. It says it all. Okay, and the 5th and final energy that you might like to watch out for at this time of chaos and meltdown, fear and divisiveness, but also this time of great healing and inspiration, is the full moon of the 8th of April, which of course continues with Chiron square the nodal axis, a destiny-based expression of your wounded healer. So you can get in touch with me for an astrology reading if you want to have help identifying and underpinning what these energies of 2020, these totally different energies of crisis and healing inspiration, mean for you. Get in touch with my wife Maggie Pashley if you think any of her absolutely wonderful online healing modalities are are doorway openers for you now. Thank you.